Have you ever wondered why some of the wisest and most successful people in history chose to keep certain things a secret? Join us as we delve into the profound teachings of the Stoics, unveiling 9 carefully guarded subjects that have the potential to revolutionize your approach to life. Keep watching to discover why these timeless lessons are crucial for your growth and well-being. The Stoics, ancient revered thinkers, valued discretion, holding their achievements and insights close to a void, diluting their essence through oversharing. They believed every experience contributes to life's tapestry and emphasized the importance of protecting certain aspects to foster genuine, deep-seated growth. Refraining from sharing doesn't mean hiding, but safeguarding personal development. True growth arises from balancing, sharing, and preserving the sanctity of our journey, especially in a world fascinated by public displays where discerning the depth behind our accomplishments can be challenging. In this video, we unveil 9 subjects that you should never discuss, echoing the Stoic philosophy. This wisdom urges you to exercise discretion, aligning your approach with the Stoic ethos. Stay tuned until the end to discover why each of these subjects is pivotal for your personal growth and well-being. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video, as it helps me spread this philosophy to more people. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe and hit the bell icon. 1. Don't talk about your achievements. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment lay not in showcasing external triumphs, but in engaging in introspection and pursuing continuous personal growth. They cautioned against the pitfalls of seeking external recognition, which often led to an inflated ego and vanity. According to the Stoics, the pursuit of applause and public acknowledgement could act as chains, preventing individuals from venturing down the path of authentic virtue. In their view, real accomplishment wasn't defined by what was displayed for the world to see, but by the quiet transformation that nurtured noble values such as justice, compassion, and wisdom within. Wealth, for the Stoics, wasn't measured in material riches, but in the deep serenity of the soul. Their message was clear. Instead of parading achievements or drowning in the disappointments of public approval, one should embrace a quiet acceptance of life's unpredictabilities. For the Stoics, greatness wasn't demonstrated by outward recognition, but by an unwavering commitment to living with integrity and dedicating oneself to the betterment of the collective. 2. Don't talk about challenges not overcome. The Stoics recognized the profound value in internal struggles, often invisible, that shaped character and illuminated the true nature of grandeur. Sharing stories of challenges not overcome, they believed, could potentially mislead by nurturing ego and pride, obscuring the path to genuine virtue. The Stoics treasured achievements rooted in justice, generosity, and wisdom over those that were easily displayed as trophies. They emphasized that authentic wealth wasn't measured by material gain but by the radiance of morality, pride, character, and a tranquil soul. Central to their philosophy was the notion of loving one's fate, accepting the unpredictability of life's circumstances, and balancing the taste of victory and defeat with equanimity. They believed that an obsession with external recognition and praise could lead to a distorted view of genuine greatness. 3. Don't talk about your good deeds. Kindness, according to the Stoics, should not be proclaimed in public squares or shouted from the mountaintops. They regarded true generosity as a genuine and subtle act that stems from the simple desire to do good without expecting praise or applause in return. The Stoics cautioned against the danger of turning acts of kindness into a spectacle, as bragging about one's altruistic deeds might inadvertently seek the fleeting warmth of applause. They believed that genuine acts of kindness should manifest quietly and authentically. In their view, the greatest acts of kindness were those performed without any expectation of receiving something in return. Their message reminded us that kindness isn't about seeking the spotlight. It's about manifesting compassion in a quiet and sincere way. 4. Don't talk about your resentment. The Stoics viewed resentment as an invisible anchor that hindered one's ability to navigate life's journey with freedom and serenity. They likened harboring resentment to carrying a heavy burden on one's back, which ultimately consumed inner peace and well-being. The Stoics offered a profound insight. Harboring resentment was often the result of misunderstandings, and it could trap individuals in a cycle of bitterness. They encouraged understanding others' actions before passing judgment, and they saw forgiveness as an act of wisdom that could release the soul from the chains of negativity. The Stoics believed that anger and resentment acted as destructive forces that, when nourished, consumed one's tranquility. On the other hand, choosing forgiveness and understanding led to emotional serenity and inner peace. Forgiveness became a path to freedom, a guiding light through emotional storms, and a refugee in the harbor of serenity. Embracing this lesson led to the realization that the greatest strength could often be found in letting go of past grievances and sailing toward understanding and peace. 5. Don't talk about your deepest dream. The Stoics encourage the protection of one's most intimate dreams and aspirations. They saw these dreams as precious seeds that needed to be shielded from the cold winds of skepticism or the harsh heat of ridicule. They celebrated the concept of self-sufficiency and highlighted that wisdom and genuine achievement could be discovered within the depths of one's own being without seeking external validation. The Stoics urged humility, emphasizing that authentic ambition shouldn't be overshadowed by arrogance. Their message conveyed the idea that there was no need to shout one's dreams from mountaintops. Instead, they should be nurtured, cultivated, and allowed to flourish in their silent and majestic glory. This act of safeguarding dreams was an invitation to rediscover the strength that resided within each person, emphasizing that the most precious treasures were often those kept privately. 6. Don't talk about your next steps. The Stoics believed that revealing every aspect of one's life, including strategic plans and aspirations, exposed individuals to the unpredictable winds of external judgment, criticism, and envy. They advocated for self-sufficiency, humility, and the development of inner strength independent of external validation. The Stoic tradition embraced the value of secrecy, recognizing that protecting one's goals wasn't merely a strategy, but a means to fortify one's essence, honor one's self-sufficiency, and confidently navigate the journey of life. 7. Don't talk about your doubts and uncertainties. The Stoics considered confidence to be an inner beacon rather than a flag to be waved in front of the world. They understood that revealing doubts and uncertainties to the world could erode this inner strength. The Stoics encouraged silence and introspection as a means to maintain solid footing and modesty in the face of life's uncertainties. They highlighted the importance of choosing when and with whom to share vulnerabilities, recognizing that deep questions often found answers in the quiet chambers of one's heart and mind. 8. Don't talk about others. Criticizing others, according to the Stoics, was akin to disturbing the serenity of a calm lake by throwing stones into it. They saw criticism and judgment as a diversion from looking inward and fostering personal growth. The Stoics advocated empathy and compassion, acknowledging that every individual was a universe with their own internal and external battles, joys and sorrows, victories and defeats. They believed that criticism did not lead to peace, but to discord and separation, Stoic wisdom called for being mindful of one's words and thoughts, shifting the focus from others' faults to one's own self-improvement. In a world where criticism was easily launched, Stoic teachings inspired the embrace of understanding, acceptance, and kindness. They encouraged casting stones of empathy into the lake of humanity, creating waves of positivity. 9. Don't talk about your deepest plans. The Stoics perceived discretion as a source of strength rather than a weakness. They regarded plans and goals as delicate seeds that needed protection. Sharing them prematurely could expose them to external doubts, envy, and scrutiny. They emphasized that silence wasn't empty but full of potential. It was a fertile ground where dreams could grow unhindered. In a world characterized by overexposure, Stoic philosophy encouraged individuals to consider the importance of safeguarding their deepest plans. It suggested that true power often resided in what was kept secret, not as a means of evasion, but as a recognition of the importance of nurturing dreams in a safe environment. Silence wasn't a void, but a space filled with potential and hope, enabling dreams to flourish without external interference. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey. Your support fuels our mission to share wisdom. As you navigate life, remember the importance of discretion in these 9 subjects. Stay inspired, and until next time, thank you for being a part of our community.